Today we're going to be going through Dark Souls 2 with the Moonlight Greatsword as another challenge run. I can't wait to get this run started, so how about we just jump right into it. Alright, perfect. So we start off with obviously a name. I thought it was fitting to go for Moongrum, as obviously he's a piss off in Elden Ring, so I thought that was very fancy. We also start off with the warrior class and obviously the bonfire aesthetic, so it's helpful for later down the road. And there is my drip, so let's just hop right into it. And I'm obviously going to need a weapon to kill Bernard, so I pick up the Morning Star just to go kill him and grab the Greatsword, because obviously you can't get the actual Moonlight Greatsword till later in the game after Frigga is dead. So we just smack him up, a whole bunch till he's dead. Obviously I can get through this. And there we go. Perfect, just like that. Grab the Bluemoon, and then we head right over to the other NPC, which we're going to obviously kill. He allows another 10% boost on souls, so use the Elden Ring. So he's always just a must kill right off the start of the game. So just make sure, if you're ever playing this game, just kill off that NPC. It's a must have. Yeah, you can get armor in this game, but this is much more valuable. And obviously just head straight over to the Dragon Rider. Obviously have the hog jump, but here's where my run really went into freaking shambles. For the life of me, I couldn't get this man to freaking fall off the edge, no matter how hard I tried, because I didn't want to fight him. First time, I was an idiot. I roll off, as you just freaking saw. Such a bozo I am. And now we're gonna go to a montage of now my second death, because again he didn't want to walk off. My third death, where I try to, but he kicks me off, because that's just fun. Another death, because why not? It literally took me 6 damn deaths before he actually gave me the great RNG. Well, that one was my fault. I did roll off the edge. But finally, we're going to go in, and he's finally going to take the stand. Or I guess the leap of faith is what we'll call it. There we go. He's done, out of there. And something I picked up too is killing off this lady. So much worth it. Now you don't have to spend 2k later on in the game to move this stupid wall. This is also a must-have. Just use a broken straight sword. It staggers her. It's phenomenal. And I was just very happy to learn that mechanic. And obviously we head over next to the grab the house key, I guess, just because it gives you 2 very valuable things. It gives you an Estus shard, so more heals, because yeah, life gems are good, but I feel the Estus is just always going to be better in some cases. Sometimes it's not. And also the soul vessel. And then I run over after exploring the areas just to increase my weapon up to +4, and then we're going to head right over and fight this stupid ass last track. He's not stupid, but he's just a very easy boss. They could have done something way more second. And my damage isn't bad either. Like, obviously as a +4 weapon, I could have just bought, like I already did buy the cat ring, but I just wanted to finish him, so I could go fight the pursuer first. But yeah, very easy chump of boss, and for some weird reason he did decide to like hit me, but out of nowhere I go flying, and it's whatever, it's fine. Yeah. So now I have the souls, might as well use them for the Fragrant Branch of Yore, so that I can pick up the Chloranthy Ring +1 instead of just getting the first Chloranthy Ring down below in the forest, obviously, not the Shaded Ruins. But yeah, as I said, I wanted to go fight the Pursuer first. Just more souls, better early game. I think next time when I actually go through this again, I'm not actually gonna, like, if I was to do this run again, I wouldn't go through this whole boss fight area. Like, I would come here later game, once I actually have the necessary means of one-shotting all these bosses, because it'd just be a lot better. But either way, the first 2 bosses I fight were first tries. Pursuer is very, very easy. And as you can see, I didn't want to bore you with the whole fight, so we just run through everything, and I do a little bit of cutting, just so it's a lot faster and a lot more time efficient. But again, could have come through and could have grabbed some better stuff. But there we go, Pursuer is done. And after you take the bridge, what you can actually do is you can go fight another Pursuer, because you just finished off one, where the silver ring base version is. And if you kill him, he'll actually give you another like 9k souls, but it's pretty much 10k souls. It's a free upgrade because you already fought one, so why not fight a second one? And now, what I did, I actually did go into the Gulf now, the gutter, whatever you want to call it, to upgrade my weapon to +9, and then I actually went to go fight the Rotten. And my first attempt went pretty well, but unfortunately I got a little bit too greedy right at the end, and he did explode my ass. So we run in again, and on attempt number 2, I actually do manage to go finish him off. Just overall, love this fight, very easy. Just gotta make sure you don't get grabbed, you don't have bad RNG with the grabs, and obviously make your rolls. As you see, I can't roll worth hell. I believe this was also with 0, like the base ADP, so I'm very happy with that as well. And if you're having struggling times trying to grab a +9 weapon or a +10 weapon, what you can do is you can farm the little black guys. You should know that. But what some people don't know is actually where the first glowing thing is, like the other chest, is where the Titanite slab is. So you can just get a +10 weapon right off the bat, which is amazing. Might be wrong, but I might not be. Like as you can see here, he did it again. I was out of stamina, but attempt number 2 was great. I just killed him just so I could go straight into the DLC, just so I could grab the things I needed, such as, well, you'll see in about 2 damn seconds. So, Soul of Great Hero, 20k souls, beautiful. Last chest on the left, Titanite slab, also beautiful. And the most important thing is, right down here for your weapon of choice is the 3 Twinkling and 3 Petrified. And finally on the list is the Flint's Ring. If you don't upgrade Vitality, it's fantastic because it just scales. Which is why, actually, you don't have to wear any armor during the run. You can still wear armor. The Flint's Ring doesn't affect it, which is why for all the boss fights, you might as well just take the extra defense stats from this armor, and it also makes me so I don't have to change it over and over again. Yeah. Also, as you saw, you can just sit there if she does a swing attack. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. I did actually get hit there when she did a tail swing during, I believe, the first attempt, and I was just very, very cheesed. But overall, again, 202 damage, really good. And now for another stupidly easy boss. Don't know why some of these bosses in this game are really freaking easy, but probably Magnus, super easy, and the Congregation, obviously. I haven't fought this boss a lot, and I didn't know what he was doing until I realized he was buffing everybody up and increasing defense. And next time, I know I'm just gonna go straight in and just kill him. Also, yeah, he just gets staggered off of one hit from a Greatsword, which is really nuts. Like, what a crapshoot of a boss. Obviously, swap over. I've already have the +1 version of the Silver Serpent Ring. You just gotta buy 10k from the first merchant in the Forest of Fallen Giants, and she'll give you the Silver Serpent Ring +1. And also, since I killed Bernard, we do unfortunately have to go repay for my sins. It was 0, so I was like, you know what? Sure. I'll ask for a pardon. And we got pardoned. It was awesome. Now on to another really easy chump boss. During this fight, what I'd say just do is kind of just kill off the 3 skeleton lords, because they're kind of the main damage. The tanky skeletons with all the armor are kind of the next focus. Bone wheels though, those guys are freaking chumps. For whatever reason in Dark Souls 1, they just like one-shot you. If you're not careful, they'll just keep on rolling into you. I have never had any issues in a Dark Souls 2 run where they've one-shot me or continuously running. Like the first time I ever went through this boss fight, it was just a cakewalk because they weren't there. Then I went through freaking DS1 and they would just freaking one-shot me and I was like, what the hell is going on? Like, what the hell is this? It's freaking crazy. But again, another easy boss. Not the easiest boss, but the more I play this game, the more I find that this game is so much more of a cakewalk than what it is. Like, yeah, sure, you have ADP issues, and sure, that could be fixed, but it's really not that big of an issue. Like, at all. So yeah, obviously at this time, the Bluemoon is at +10. And yeah, he's gonna summon the, I thought it was 3 bone wheels, but it's actually just 2. I believe. I might be wrong. Yeah, no, it's literally 2, which is why just slaughter all of them. Next on my tier list, I could have gotten, fought Frisia. I said no. I said, you know what? I'm gonna go kill Covetous Demon first because I wanted to do something else on my bucket list first on things to do before I went to actually get the weapons run. The actual weapon, sorry, in my run. So, yeah, another freaking chump boss. If you're not careful and you have no health, he can roll on you, but the odds of that are very, very slim to none. Yeah. And now, this is where I was going to finish my quest. You just need to talk to a bunch of guys. Wiki has everything about it. It is the engraved gauntlets. You just gotta talk to these two like several times. You have to save the guy in black first. I forget what his name is, and you just have to talk to Pat like 3 times, I think, and then you just come over here before Frisia and just watch the 2 fight, I guess. You can help out, and honestly, I would kill Pat, but it really doesn't matter. As long as one dies, I'm pretty sure it automatically just gives you the key. Alright, guys. Hurry it up. Thank you. Now you can just grab his armor. It's a decent armor set. Oh, and sorry, the Ring of Thorns too, which I don't know how it works. Apparently, it's like enemies hit you, they also take damage. But I tried using it in a boss fight, and it didn't work. So, I don't know. Yeah, and Creighton says. Sorry, it was Creighton that I was talking about, the guy in black. But yeah. Just kill him afterwards. He gives you another chance. I was not 100% sure at the time if he was going to be a chump or not, but he was a freaking chump. Like, literally, 2 hits and a backstab killed him off. And Creighton's mask. And now, use the key to open up the freaking door and grab probably one of the best items in the game. It works on every single run. It's just the engraved gauntlets. It literally allows your attacks to crit. And I believe it's a 10% chance that they actually do. Rare chance, but it's like 10%. And before we actually go fight Frida, what I wanted to do is actually grab the actual bonfire so that I could set it up into New Game Plus, because one of the runs that I didn't publish that is on like all my lives, was for the whips, and I was trying to get the bloodied whip, and I didn't know which area to send up into New Game Plus using a bonfire setting. So I literally used the whole area. I set it all into New Game Plus, realizing that the whole area was useless. I had to actually fight the chariot and then send the bonfire after the chariot into New Game Plus for those enemies to actually respond. I was a little bit cheesed, and by cheesed I mean really pissed off about it, because I was like, there's no way. Also, I hate this. Next time I do know, literally all you do, go just fall down the hole. If you have enough health or the cast ring, you should be fine. Or just climb down the ladder and then just grab the bonfire. Yeah, a whole bunch of spiders come at you, but if you grab the bonfire and rest, it shouldn't be an issue. Plus, for whatever reason, enemies will not try and hit you if you're like parallel to the bonfire. So, but now we actually get on to the boss times, where I have to fight her twice. And if you're gonna farm, you need to farm her or the rotten. It's all preference, to be honest. If you fight the rotten over and over again, he does give you another soul. So he gives you, like, obviously in new game he gives you just his base soul, but in New Game Plus he'll give you another soul for the better weapon, and that's the same thing here with Frija. In New Game she'll just give you her soul, but in New Game Plus you can actually get the Moonlight Greatsword, which is what I was strafing for. So we do manage to finish her off. I can't remember if this was... I don't think this was the first attempt. Like, it was tough. I always hate this boss. Mainly for that. Just... I can't with it sometimes. But I believe it was first attempt because I didn't see any... the pick up your souls. So, I believe it was first try. Don't count me on it. You'd have to check it out for yourself. And obviously, great soul. Then we go over, obviously, right beside the bonfire, right to it. There's a guy. You just have to unpetrify him, and he'll drop you the Fang key, so you can go talk to Ornifex. And she's actually really great. She's the one that will actually allow you to trade boss souls. So any boss soul you need, you have to steal. It's awesome. So yeah, now we're in New Game Plus. I didn't know if I wanted to kill the spiders so I could double hand and do more damage, because I didn't know how much damage she would do, or how much damage I would do. But like 369, it's fine. You can actually get her caught up in a loop where you back away from her face and she'll try and do a grab attack just over and over and over again. And if you can make that happen, it's very great to do, because it just turns the boss fight into a chump. It's just crazy. I got no more words for how freaking nuts it is. Yeah, so just roll out, go back in, just do a one attack. Okay, she didn't want to do it for whatever reason, but I swear it happens. I believe in this run, I don't actually use it, but I did go into New Game Plus 2 and fought her again, and it was just a constant loop of me just rolling out once, and then she would do the grab attack. I'd go in, smack her once, she move over a little bit, go for the grab attack, just like that. Just one attack out, and you can just loop it over and over again. Boss, it's super easy. Obviously, if RNG is bad for you, she will do other stuff, like jump around and use all of her legs as attacks, which I believe was my first death in New Game Plus, which I absolutely hated. And there we go. Also, if you do enough damage, or I'm not sure how it works, if you do enough damage, one of the heads will pop right out, and it's just great. But there we go. We finally finished her off. Very great. Now, let me start the real game. So, since we got, obviously, the proper soul we need, we traded right into Ornifex in her home since we did release her for the Moonlight Greatsword. Great weapon. Realized I didn't have properties, so I did have to go respec. But now, we go upgrade it, because at this point in time of the game, you should have enough petrified dragon bones to hopefully get it up to +3. I had to go farm the black eyes in the Black Gulch, I believe. Not Black Gulch, the other location in Poison DLC to go upgrade it to +4. I was actually an idiot at this point in time. I should have just kept on farming, upgraded to +5, so I was doing more damage. But since we actually have the proper souls now and everything I actually need, I went to Mytha, since we did fight Covetous Demon, to go up to the Old Iron King. So, fight was pretty easy. I believe it only came down to the first attempt. I did, though, after I fought her this time, I swapped it into Game Plus to fight her again. I think for every run from now on, I think it's just important to go do this. If you want to do it, it's actually just set it into New Game Plus so she respawns. There's a bonfire right above the boss area, like the boss arena, I guess. So you just set it right into New Game Plus and go fight her again, because she gives you a really, really sweet reward that you'll see in about 2 seconds. I didn't really feel like showing all the fight, kind of just a waste of time. I already proved to you guys that I can fight it once. So there's her death animation again. There you go, you just saw it on screen. The Covetous Demon, Silver Serpent Ring, can't talk, +2. And then obviously head over to the chumps of the Dragon Rider. Definitely didn't die though. Nah, you didn't see anything on the ground, nothing. And then I was just putting up fossils at this point in time, so I was kind of all over the place in my head. So I was like, you know what? I feel like I have enough damage at +4, so let's just go fight the trio, because why not? I really hope Elden Ring does not add a difficult trio to the DLC. I don't think there's actually any DLC in any of the Souls games with 3 bosses. Like, obviously you have Mytha's champions, Fia's champions, sorry, not Mytha, different stuff. You got Fia's champions on the multiple enemies, but it's just a PvP fight. So it's not like here where you're fighting 3 enemies that are early game. I would like to see, oh, I mean Bloodborne does have that, but again, that is early game, I believe, too. I'm not 100% sure, but I would like to see Elden Ring have a DLC fight with 3 enemies that are just always on your ass. Just really prove to the difficulty and speed of the game that it's difficult. And I'd love to see that, because, you know what? Yeah, like, the Godskin duo is nice, and the Ruined Sentinels here in DS2, it's a difficult fight if you come in early game. Obviously, you can buff up, and they're just chumps. Like, I believe with certain weapons, you can just double them. Not double them, 2-hit them. But other than that, I would love to see that in a DLC. And I'm really curious when that DLC is going to come out, because when it does, man, I'm gonna go through that a lot. I'm really excited for it. But now it's on to the Belfry Gargoyles. In my club's only run, I don't think I actually fought them. No, I didn't, because I was an idiot. I went through a bunch of the game, but I never fought them. The only reason you actually want to fight these guys, yeah, they can be a little bit tricky if you have too many on your ass. Then they can be a little bit tricky. But they actually give you a bright bar after the boss fight. Hey, you have to kill an NPC. But it's really good. It just C+ damage, deal more damage. I was also an idiot with this fight too. I should have just killed them all off. Because if you let them get to low health, they'll start breathing fire. If they're still high health, it won't happen. I believe they have to literally be under 25% HP for them to actually breathe fire. So, the more you know. My wiki might be wrong. I'm pretty sure it's under 50%. Under 25%, sorry. They'll actually start to breathe fire and add next. So, just be wary. Don't try and like go into the fight. Just fight one. No. Go in, make sure you finish one off, and then move on to the next one. But there we go. Done. And then it was time to actually finish off the first area, which you can just do. What most people do actually is go fight the Lost Sinner first. I really don't know what the hell happened there. Why my attack didn't hit is very stupid. But yeah, literally 946. Like, again, this is still +4. I haven't, like, I never changed the scaling on, so I didn't even go magic scaling, which I'm actually kind of great at didn't, because in future content, which you'll see later down in the video, you'll see why I'm actually really glad to scale this weapon with magic and make it do magic damage. But I have to continue watching to find that out. But again, Lost Center, really easy. I tried to end it off in style, but literally the style hit like 946, and now this one says like 314. The other one said 102. I don't know what happened, but there we go. Second grade school done, and now it's time over the Smelter Demon. I was actually very happy with this fight overall. Since I've actually gone through the game multiple times, I only had to do one run through of here. There was no, I have to go through this area several times. I made the jump first try, which I was happy about. And I had to kill like 4 enemies just to get there to this boss fight. I was like, okay, come on. You got this. Don't mess this fight up. But as you can see, we're doing decent damage. So I wasn't too concerned about it. Yeah, you have to know his movesets, but once you do, it's really good. His brother, on the other hand, is not. They changed up his AI, I believe, and the moveset in the DLC. So, but again, once you know the difference between the two of them, really easy bosses. Just gotta make sure that when standing up close to them, do take a little bit of fire damage. Just make sure you are healing, which is why the life gems do come a lot better in some of these fights rather than others. There we go. Smelter Demon out of the frickin' way. And after you always fight him, you always make sure to go in and kick the pursuer's butt, because I believe it's an extra 15 plus damage from the ring of blades plus 1 and plus 0, and there's also a +2 version, but that's a new game plus, and it's whatever. I did forget it here, by the way. I actually thought it just automatically ended up in your inventory, but I had to actually go pick it up. So, just really, it's really whatever. Old Iron King. Nothing really to say about this boss. He's kind of a chump. Just make sure you don't get out of existence or pushed off the edge, because that's what happened the first time. I tried dodging an attack, and it literally just sent me over the edge, and I went, okay, well, that's cool. Also, his laser attack, you try and hide behind the wall, it goes through it and hits you for whatever reason, but it's a boss fight. And you gotta really back off for that hit. But really easy boss fight. And when he does this attack, you can actually just sit right up against his, if you're him, his right horn. And yeah, like right here, almost got knocked off. Almost. I said, you know what? Screw you, buddy. I'm coming in. I'm not even gonna heal. Well, I'm gonna heal afterwards, but I'm gonna make sure I get my hit in and finish you right off. Old Iron King out of the way. Not too much. And at this point in time, I actually went over to grab the Moonlight Greatsword to +5. So now it was maxed, and now it was time for the Olympic last night. I always struggle with this boss. I, again, haven't fought him a lot. This was attempt number 2. Attempt number 1 went really poorly. He summoned super early, and I was really pissed off. The main focus I'm really pissed off about this fight is if he does an attack and I go in for a swing and I accidentally hit him in the shield, it just sucks and it hurts me a lot. I'm like, there's no way. Like, I believe this attack, I go in for the swing, but again, I just freaking hit the shield because I'm a bozo and I don't realize that, you know, you gotta go, you can't just swing and go right in. But some close calls in this boss fight, but other than that, it was really easy. The idiot decided right at the last moment, hey, let's summon. So I was like, okay, cool. Here's my chance. Yeah, I did not know what the hell he was gonna do there. If he's gonna do a swing or a plummet, so I tried not to do anything. But yeah, again, like I just said, the idiot tried to summon. I believe he does get the summon out in time, but I'm just saying, you know what, screw you. I'm not doing this again. I'm calling it quits. Let's head right out. And time for another easy boss. With the Moonlight Greatsword, I'm not sure if you use the Ring of Bracing just to, because it doesn't have an R2 attack, which as you can see is what I'm doing right here. It depletes tender abilities, so you only get 5 casts of it if you're using it with no Ring of Bracing. But if you have Ring of Bracing, like, I believe it's base 1 and 2. Base increases it from, like, I believe like 5 attacks to like 7 or something, and you get it all the way up to 2 plus to 10 of those casts. But I wasn't sure if you can just literally walk right into that boss fight and just snipe the Demon of Song and not have to worry about him doing anything. But I fought him enough times that I was actually able to go throughout this boss fight hitless. He didn't touch me once, which I was very happy about because, you know, it's rare that I actually don't get hit because I'm very clumsy. So again, just very happy. And now it's time on to the next boss fight, which was Velstadt. Probably my favorite boss fight in this game. He just looks so dope. His weapon, though, if you actually do get it, it is a late game weapon. You can actually have it scale to like 1,000 damage, which I think is like one of the most heavy hitting weapons. And if you have like obviously the strength to carry 2 of them, you're doing just way too much damage. But another great fight. The RNG, not the RNG, the ADP of this boss fight is really bad because of how the swing just manages to go, I guess, we're talking degrees, probably like 40 degrees that he doesn't hit. I guess a little bit more, probably like 90 degrees he doesn't hit. That there's a safe zone. If you roll too far, he'll hit you. But like the first part of the boss fight, I did really well. I have no complaints here. Not the best damage. Obviously, I could have freaking used the Bluemoon, scaled it with lightning, and I would have done even more damage. But yeah, he almost had me there. I said no, I'm not dying here, even though I just got hit again. But other than that, really good boss fight. Always love fighting. It's always a real test. The first time I went through the game on this fight, probably like 10 times, just because of what he does and trying to learn all his freaking moves. I couldn't, but can't complain. Cannot complain about this boss fight. And perfect. After the boss fight, we gotta pick up the King's Ring to continue the game into the Guardian Dragon. Another easy boss fight. It's easy and then it's not easy. All depends on the RNG. If he wants to be a turd, which usually most of the time he does, and you just wait out in the game, he'll just blow fire and just stay up there. If you're gonna go through this game though, kind of just use magic. It's OP. It'll get you through the game. I didn't know what he was gonna do, but I was actually running towards him, which sucks. If he decided to blow fire there, I was most likely dead. But yeah, just another fireball. Nothing to worry about. Oh no, it wasn't a fireball. Sorry. His flame attack. That's why you can't run directly at him, because he'll just mess you right up. But yeah, so much damage. A double swing. 700 plus damage. Can't complain. Cannot complain. He did hit me once, and I'm not sure if he does again. Just another boss fight that's just easy and out of the way. Just make sure you don't get hit by the fire, and you're safe. Or the stupid hitbox of him landing, because apparently that happened. Also, if he decides to fly off and you're too close, it's also a hitbox. Really stupid. But now we get time for the ancient dragon. Yeah, pitiful damage here. I didn't use any bright bugs or the one actual decent buff in the game, so I just went through and had to fight him normally, and I wasn't really worried about my durability. This thing has like 75 durability, one of the highest I've seen on one of these weapons. So just overall really good. It's just time. It's all the fight. There we go. Ancient dragon over and done with. On to giant dragon. Let's get it. And I actually learned something new the first time running through here. Yeah, go up to the right, grab a free bonfire setting. It respawns every time. You can infinitely farm the giant lord, which I did not know, and it was very funny to see that because I did fight him a whole bunch, because free souls is free souls, and I will not complain. Super easy boss fight. Great damage overall. Into new game, it's a little bit iffy. Anytime he goes up, if you're in front of him, you just gotta go through his legs to the back. If you're behind him, you gotta go through his legs again. He's just kind of a through the legs type of guy, because he just likes that. But yeah, other than that, pretty easy boss fight. Yeah, you don't even need to roll there. You literally just need to move, and it's done. There we go. First time I killed him, and I fought him, I believe, 4 times. So we went all the way to New Game Plus. Now we're in New Game Plus 2. Also dead, because he's just a chump. Now we're in New Game Plus 3, and now New Game Plus 4. Really easy boss to fight. Just make sure you go fight him. And now, it's on to Fendrick. Yeah. Again, stupidly easy boss fight. I'll just let you enjoy this. If you want to skip it, go right ahead. I got no words about it. As long as you sit behind his left leg, he'll never hit you. If he decides to back off, just make sure you run right behind him. Or if he pivots, then there you go. I never have any issues. I actually did this boss hitless this time because he didn't do any stupid shenanigans. If you do dive to him, there is a chance when you walk in the next time, he'll actually shoot some type of bolt at you. I'm not sure. It's some red orb that he'll just shoot at you. And I'm not sure how rare that attack is, but it can happen. And I believe last time I actually had that happen to me, and I was very, very weirded out by it. But again, Fendrick hitless, not that big of a task to complete, but a cool one, because I didn't make a mistake, so I was really happy when it was. And right after, in this run, you can either use a Sorcerer's Hood, gives you +3 intelligence, or the king's crown. Sorry, not hood. Also gives you 3 intelligence, which is just a straight up buff for the Moonlight Greatsword. But this time, it gives you 3 intel and 3 faith, which is really great. And then I decided to finish up the game for one of the last days I was streaming, and fought the Throne Watchers. I said, you know what, I'm late enough into the stream, and I might as well finish the game. Might as well just finish them. So that's exactly what I did. They did put in a bit of a struggle. There was some close cases that I don't show here, but I did not kill her fast enough, like at all, that she actually managed to summon him back in. And I thought it was gonna be like, you know, gonna summon him at half health. Nope. Nope. You go all the way back up to full health. It really didn't matter though. Like, obviously I still first tried it, but I was just like, what the hell, lady? Like, not okay, not fun. I didn't agree to this. Get out of here. And like, even with the Throne Defender, he still went to go frickin' try at the end of the fight where I finished him off. Like, went right in to try and summon her back up. So I'm not sure if it's an RNG thing or if it's just, you know, you kill one off first and you get them down to like 25% HP that they're gonna go do it. Not sure if that's a thing or not, but next on the to-do list is Cassandra. Really hate this boss fight. I really hate that, you know, she just forces you to get cursed. There's really no way around it. There's just none. I'm late enough in the game though, where I should respect my points and actually put more damage in instead of health, which you'll see later on. And I was very disappointed in myself for not doing that, because it's just so much better having way more health than what you actually need. Sorry, not way more health, way more damage than you need health for. Because if the boss dies and you don't get hit, why do you need health? It'd be kind of cool. Do a Dark Souls 2 challenge, but use cheat engine, or yeah, I believe it's cheat engine for 1 HP. It'd be a little bit difficult, don't get me wrong, for some of these bosses where it's like, if you get too close, yeah, you're screwed. Like, if I was to do that, I would probably just have to cheese, like, Small Demon would be one, where you just have to cheese him, whatever the heck it is, it's just a demon. And like Cassandra, you just have to shoot the bow. Which is what some people actually do in their hitless runs. They'll shoot her with a bow because of what she actually does. But now it's time for Aldia, and it took me 2 attempts. And in a few short seconds, you'll see how much of an idiot I am, and how much I love just delving into the depths. Also, I don't think you do any damage. Yeah, you don't do any damage while he's in there. Yeah, I was like, oh shoot, he's pulling all his fire attacks out, and I get shoved right away. And I even used a Bright Bug for that. I was so pissed off. I used a freaking Bright Bug to go finish him off, to like just one try him, but no, that's not how it works. Screw that. Screw you for trying to be extra damageful, I guess. But Aldia, really easy boss. Just make sure he does his attacks. Go run in, attack him. Bing boop. It's done. I usually try and strafe for like 2 attacks, I believe. Yeah, 1, 2, and then back off because it's fire. So he also gives you no souls, which also kind of aggravates me. Like, I understand Scholar of the First Sin, you wanted to add a boss in, but if you're gonna add an extra boss to end the game off, something challenging, something fun, even though he's not a challenging boss, and nor is he fun, at least make him drop some souls. I understand he's the final boss, but like, DS1, DS3, Elden Ring, the final bosses always drop souls. I don't know what you were thinking. I know the first game, the original, was not a complete game by any means, and actually didn't know, like, there's the enemy placement's so much different from DS2 original, from DS2 Scholar to second person. I always play Scholar. I don't own the original, so yeah. But once he gets into phase 2, where he's just freaking firing the hell up, I don't know what the hell his attacks are. Just gotta make sure you dodge everything. His fire damage is just so much more, just freaking nuts. So I think if I was to do this with 1 HP, I think I'd probably go magic, or like fire works, but damn, I'm just hyping myself up for more runs. I don't know if I would manage to do that. Like, obviously it still have stamina and everything like that, because for whatever reason in this game you need stamina for everything. But yeah, there we go.
I can't see the end, but we'll see it through.
Ah, you thought we were done, but we're back at it into the first DLC that I wanted to. Well, not the first one that I wanted to. The first boss that I wanted to get out of the way was Moonlight. I was really proud of it. I had to, like, edit out this whole freaking thing. This boss battle took me 7 whole damn minutes just to fight him. And I was even using a bright bug. So in the end, the damage literally dropped right off. And I was super calm. I was gonna say super pissed, but I was super calm throughout the whole fight. And I was super happy. First try throughout this boss fight. Obviously with a 7-minute boss fight, there's no freaking way I'm hitting the whole game. The whole boss fight, sorry. Without not getting hit. So I did have to skip through it. If you want to see it, go search through my vids. It should be one of the DLC days. It'll be timestamped in the video. But then it was off to Ava. Since I fought these guys beforehand, with whips only, I now know how all the mechanics of these bosses work. Obviously, there's probably like some that I don't know. But Ava, again, was a first attempt. And super happy that at this point in time, I hadn't actually, I believe I might have respected, but I didn't actually scale the weapon with magic, because if I did scale it with magic, my damage would have been even worse, and it would have turned into a 7-minute fight, like how I was fighting the DLC Smelter Demon. So I was just really happy. I'm just going through like the timestamps of when I had my live streams. So what I actually did was fight Smelter Demon. I went right over to go fight Ava, and all in one stream, it was literally those 2 bosses and freeing the 3 knights, so that for my last stream today, I could just run through the rest of the bosses in the game and just complete it, which I was very happy for. I think it took me like an hour and 40 minutes just because I was confused. I didn't actually put it into the video, but I did fight the 3 Stooges, or the 3 amigos. I don't know what the boss name's called off my head right now, but I did fight them. They took me 2 attempts. The first time, Havel Mimic, I guess, decided it would be a great opportunity to backstab me, because why not? Why not just let that happen? I was very pissed though there. Like right there, got a crit hit as you heard, but I didn't kill him, and I was using also a magic thing. But now I was an idiot. On the last day, I was like, wait, hold up. There's a sorcery clutch ring. Might as well grab that. Extra damage, which is what I used in here. So I was just doing even more. We were using the Chlorothy ring +1. If you want the +2 version, just fight the what boss is it? What boss is it? The horse boss. The horse boss in New Game Plus will get the Chloranthy Ring +2. He's a very stupid boss. Not stupid and hard, just stupid to go fight. So I didn't actually fight him in this run. There's a bunch of bosses I don't think I fought. I probably won't unless I have to. Like the freaking swarm of rats, didn't fight him. It's not worth my time. I've fought him in the past before. I've been able to prove my victory over him, so I didn't see a challenge. And also the big rat boy. The Rat Vanguard or whatever the heck his name is. Fought him. Didn't have any issues. But since we are on the Fume Knight, this boss fight did last a while. My damage was great. Like 670 was really great. Especially since like Fume Knight has no weaknesses. So 670 was really good. I believe it was the Bright Bug or just hit him somehow, because that was only 558. So whatever it was great damage. Again, first attempt. Not as clean though. Not as clean as how I fought in the past. I did take way too many hits and way too many mistakes. But again, I think this is my third time fighting him throughout the game. During his buff up phase though, you can just hit him, which I need to make sure. And then his only actual strong attack is that, where he just makes a small explosion and little balls come out. Because why not? That makes the boss difficult. Just an AoE attack. Other than that, people say that Fume Knight's the hardest boss in the game. I don't know after fighting him. I don't know if Fume Knight's the hardest. Just off a solo, I don't know. I think the Slumbering Dragon, just because it takes a while and the durability of your weapon goes down really badly, or Sir Alone, because I haven't no-hit him yet, which I'm sad. I will try that. I'm really curious if I can do a perfect no-hit. Obviously, like, with a weapon, but yeah. Literally man's quarters me there. What else do you want, sir? Really close at the end, and really close there. I should have gotten hit, but Bozo decided to do his stupid big AoE attack, so I just finished him off. Called it a day. See you next time, Fume Knight. There we go. Finish that DLC off. Is there any other bosses there? Can't remember. Is there a small 3D? Oh, sorry, Sir Alone's also net. That was but Elena, always have issues fighting her. If she summons the 3 skeletons, I just try not focusing on them. If she summons the pigs, which I've never had that happen yet, I have not had the RNG for summoning pigs, I just disregard the pigs. If she summons the big boy, the big bell boy, I also disregard. Like, I don't care. Focus on you. Once you're dead, it's not like the other two. Once you're dead, your summons are dead. It's pretty easy. And now it's time for the stupid Slumbering Dragon. I think I had issues with him. The only reason I don't like him as a boss fight, I could never understand that I just need to, run to my right, let him go forwards. He always does that attack right off the bat. So, did get hit here. Very stupid. I believe I tried to roll. What is just DS2 mechanics? Like that. I'm like right beside him. But it counts as a hit. It's the same for that one. It's freaking awesome. Why I think I hate this boss the most. Like, at least Fume Knight, there's no bad RNG with it. It's always like, there's the hitbox. It registers in your mind that that's a hitbox. With Slumbering Dragon, it's a little bit finicky. Plus, he puts poison all over the arena. It takes a while. And like, same thing with Sir Alone. Also, really fun boss fight. Really challenging. And there's no like stupid freaking hitboxes. Well, I mean, his jump attacks kind of. But other than that, really easy boss fight.
don't know why I left all this in. I kind of hate myself for that. Should have taken it all out. I obviously kill him off. I got him down. It was kind of funny though. Right at the end of the boss fight, Big Fans decided it would be funny to play a Toxic game and Toxic Crown so that it was just a cloud of freaking smoke, and I literally had to like, okay, like safe to go in. I don't want to get toxic. Screw that. So I literally had to wait to pick up the crown until the smoke went away. It's like constantly like this. You're like, what the hell was that? That head box. I don't understand. But like, if he does that, that's great RNG. And his swings, just make sure you stay good. I mean, if you're right underneath him, he's gonna obviously like cast Fireball, but it does nothing. It does nothing. Always right underneath him. And I think when I got to the end of this boss fight, I finally learned his mechanics. Probably not. When I get to his next fight in my next DS2 run, I don't know if I'm gonna learn from his mistakes. But I said, you know what, buddy? It's game over. And then it was time for the last boss. Well, the last main boss in the DLCs. So obviously we drop in with the boys. Got great RNG for the first attempt, so I just said, you know what? Like, I think maybe 2 Pyromancers. That was it. But it was time for the Burnt Ivory King. I don't understand what the heck this man's problem was. Like, I'm standing right here, but he goes right past me for whatever reason. It's fine. I'm just a little bit salty that I have to literally chase after you. Now I'm out of stamina. Now you're hitting my buddy over here, and I'm still not doing any freaking damage to you because you're resistant to everything. Like, it's fine. I could have been a little bit smarter. Could have scaled, like, you know, my damage with lightning or magic. Just done more damage. I mean, like, that's the one thing that I could have done. And I think I was going to if, like, RNG was going to be a bitch to me. I was going to scale off everything so that I was actually doing massive amount of damage. Because if the stupid little freaking 4 summoner guys kept on freaking coming out and were just bastards, I was just gonna say, you know what, screw it, we're gonna get OP, because they are uber resistant to like everything except for lightning and magic. So magic does great damage. So unfortunately, my buddy has come to an end. Have a great funeral. I'll finish. Burn everything. To be honest though, I'm kind of happy. That it's just me and him. I haven't fought him enough times. I think I've fought him like, again, this is probably my 3rd time fighting him. So I got a crit hit there. That was great. And now, obviously, grabbing freaking King's Blessing or Vendrick's Blessing, whatever you want to call it. Because now I won't go hollow. And that just makes the game much better. Which they should have kept it in. So that once you go into New Game Plus, you just keep it. But now it's time for Sirloin. Probably my favorite boss fight. I love samurais. I love katanas. I love this boss arena. And like the soundtrack in it. Freaking fantastic. And yeah, as you can see on my hotbar, I did rescale. I definitely have a lot less health than I did beforehand. I went full scale. I went to 96 damage because 96 intelligence, sorry. Because you don't need all the intelligence. You don't need 99 intelligence. It's useless. Just wear the King's Crown, and it's way better. I think I also had my stamina also at like 150, which was really good. So I just capped it 50. Which was great. Anyhow, other than that, it was a great fight. Freaking love him. I'm not sure if you have to no hit him that he'll do seppuku. or if it's you don't heal for Seppuku. I don't know, but I'm really glad that this was a first attempt. I'm pretty sure with the whips too, it was also a first attempt, but I don't remember. I'd have to consult my memories for that. But really great boss fight. Freaking love the soundtrack. Just love everything about this. If they did more of this in the game, which would also be kind of cool, do DS2 randomizer just Sirloin for every freaking boss with the stupid freaking katana guys everywhere. Be fantastic. There we go. Now time to finish it all off with the final boss to really show off the true damage. The Flexile Sentry, because I skipped them. So let's screw him up. I believe it's 4 hits on him, and we did it hitless. I was so freaking pumped, man. Sorry, 5 hits for whatever reason. 5 hits. I'm sorry, but there we go. Final boss done, out of the way, and we're gonna call it another day. I would just like to thank you all for watching. If we've made it this far in the video, I'd just like you guys to drop a like and a subscribe. Would not hurt. Until next time, boys, enjoy the rest of your days, stay hydrated, and have a good one.